Guys, welcome back to another coffee break. So we have a couple of questions today, and there's a couple that I have seen just on like cake forums and stuff, which I thought I'd mention for all of my like baking followers, just in case you haven't seen those questions that have been answered on those forums, because you might not be in them. So I'll be answering some others as well. I have all my packaging here because we're going to be going over where I get all my packaging from. So all of the links for that will be down below in the description if you want to know exactly where they're from. So we're going to get right into it. So the first two that I got were in answer to my little sticker that I put on my story. So if you ask these, then I'll let you know that I've answered them, and then you can come and watch the reply. So someone asked, where would I love to see my business in the next few years? The more like lockdown goes on, because we have just gone into lockdown in the UK, only actually this week, but we were pretty much restricted before then anyway. But we've gone into like a full lockdown, and when we're out of that, I actually quite like working from home. Like, I've been considering it over the past few months, like would I ever get a shop? I think I would get a shop where there could be employees, which I spoke about this so many times, if you're hearing this again, then I apologise. But I would quite like a little shop where I can just have a selection of cakes every day, but I don't think I would want to be in it. I quite like working from home, I like baking from home. I would just want to have an extension. So I'm thinking in the next few years I'm saving to move out, so I'm hoping that maybe I can move out and then build an extension or buy somewhere that actually already has one, so I get like a big cake room. I've been looking at some inspo, and I've seen that some people have like some people have a second lounge, so you might have like a big room at the front of your house. Some people have converted those into kitchens, which I think is such a nice idea. So it just depends where I move to, because obviously if it's big enough then I can do that. Otherwise I might just need to work out of the kitchen, which is what I currently do here. But I would love to have somewhere that has its own baking room, and I have a big storage cupboard which I can organise. I just love having everything laid out, and I like having a separate space for my baking. So my current house is my parents' house, but we have an extension on our kitchen, so it's a little dining area, but there's a fridge and there's a worktop space. So it means that I can use that worktop for all my baking separate from the kitchen, and then I can also use all the drawers for all my baking ingredients. So it just works out really well. So I think in the next few years, before anything, because I mean with COVID and everything, I don't think I'd want to be opening a shop. I think the first thing is to move out and have a nice cake space. Then the next one is actually what I have all this stuff here for. So it's the best place to get cake packaging and things from. So I think they just mean like anything baking related. So I've got a bunch of stuff here which I was going to show you. I went through my boxes in my haul video that I did, so I'll put a ticket for it at the top here. So that was the cake decorating company. It was a haul for them, and also Amazon. So again, I'll link it all down below, but I get all of my boxes from Cake Decorating Company, and then all of my postal brownie boxes and just treat boxes in general I get from Amazon, just because I need them to be that like sturdier cardboard, whereas all of my cupcake boxes you can buy them in bulk and they're just kind of like standard, whereas the packaging boxes for brownies I need them to be a certain size. So yeah, it's just easier to get them on Amazon, because some of the ones on Cake Decorating Co are just not the right size. So yeah, I get all of them from Amazon and Cake Decorating Co. I sometimes get a few which I've been using recently, so I've got one here. These are just cupcake boxes, but you can use them as like treat boxes as well. So this is from B&M. I love the little labels that it has. So this is a like banner kind of one. So it comes with the cupcake holders, and then it's got these little baked with love little tickets, like kind of, they're not stickers, you have to actually like stamp them on, but they're just little labels, so I thought that was quite cute. But you get 2 of these, they hold 12 cupcakes, or they can do like a big treat box, and they are £1.99, which on Cake Decorating Co I think boxes are about 95 pence for 12, and then if you buy over 25, I think they go down to like 70 pence. So obviously it depends how many you're buying, but if you're only wanting a few, they're really nice and they're very cheap because you get 2, so it means that they're £1 each, and they look quite cute because they've got all the patterns. So there's the banner one, there's a brown one, like brown cardboard with pink stripes, and then there's a white and silver polka dot, so it's white box and then silver dots on it, and they're all really cute, and I buy a bunch of them. I've got quite a few, but now I've moved over to the 12 just white boxes from Cake Decorating Co, just because they were cheaper and I was buying them in bulk, so I got 25 of those, which I think I'm going to do another order because they are really good, and I'm probably going to need more boards because I don't think I bought enough in that order. So those are some boxes, so that's B&M I got those from. I've been getting questions like on my Instagram about these, like commenting on photos and stuff, so if you're wondering, I have replied to people directly, but I also thought I'd mention it in this video because they seem to be popular. So this I got as a set, so I got some stickers and I got this transparent paper. Loads of people have been asking about this, so as you can see, it's got my logo on it, and it's just translucent paper, and yeah, it's A4 size. You can, I think, get A5. I don't think she does any others apart from that. I managed to find her because I think she closed her shop on Etsy, and then I went back on there a couple of weeks ago and it was back on. This is my last one, so I need to do an order, but I'm saving this because I've got a PR package to send out, so I want to use it for that because obviously it's got my logo on it, but I will talk about that in a minute because I'm actually really excited about that. Hey guys, so I'm actually currently editing, but I forgot to mention this in the video. I was going to, and then I went off track. So I mentioned about a PR package that I'll be sending. So I replied to Hazelwood's Instagram story. So she was asking about small businesses that she could use for a gift guide. So it has to be stuff that can be posted, and obviously I do Etsy orders. So I replied, and I think I replied within like an hour of her posting that, and then literally by the evening of that day she said that she was like inundated with messages, and she was putting on her story saying that like she's limiting the amount that she's taking on, and luckily I managed to get in before there were too many people replying. So I'm sending her a mixed brownie box. I think I'm going to do the individual brownies just because I think I can put more flavours in there. So yeah, you just put all of your details in there, and then she's going to basically show the brownies that I send her, and then she can put in all my Etsy links, my Instagram, all of that. So it's meant to help you just build your following, as well as maybe get an odd few orders from her video, which would be amazing. So yes, but if you don't know who she is, she has 50,000 subscribers, and obviously I have a YouTube channel, and yeah, it's just amazing that I have the opportunity to send her something. I watch all of her videos, like all her moving vlogs. She does lots of like hauls and like cozy videos, so yeah, it's really weird, basically, that she actually replied. So I'm really excited about that. And she likes all my photos now. Like, whenever I put up photos of, like, brownie boxes and stuff, she's liking them all, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is so crazy. So, yes, but that is the PR package. So, yes, that is what I was on about when I was mentioning about the PR package. But, yeah, right, back into the video now. So I also got these stickers with it. So there's these ones which say you've got great taste, and they're just pink with gold writing like so. And then I got mini logo stickers, so there you go. I haven't got as many of these left because I use the mini ones quite a lot. So those are all from Etsy. I'll link that lady down below. She's called OMG UK Designs. But it's spell out rather than like O and an M. It's OHEMMGEE. Yeah, it's like spelled out rather than the abbreviation, if that makes sense. And then I have these as well, which are from Banana Print, which they're really reasonable on there, and they're quite big, as you can see. So it's that whole circle like that. So I put these on the top of my boxes just because I think they're nice and big. Whereas the little ones I put inside if I want to, depending on what's in there. So if it's a cupcake box and I want to put a business card in there and I want it to be like eye-catching, I don't want to have it in the box where they might miss it if it's in with like tissue paper. So I always stick it to the lid of the box and then it kind of can't be missed. And like if I put any notes in there, like gift messages, I always use stickers to stick them on. But yes, these are from Banana Print. Absolutely love these. Again, I need to do an order for those. Then I got these for Christmas, which I thought I'd show you because I think they arrived after I did my haul for Amazon, because I got them from Amazon. So they are plastic bags which can be used for like cookies. So I'm using them for sugar cookies. I'll insert a photo here of my Christmas promo, which I use these for. And they're sugar cookies covered in fondant. And yeah, these bags are so nice. And you get little ties, you know, the little metal ties that you can twist and then they just secure the bag. So you get those with it. So there's those two designs. Then there's this one. Oh my god, I actually didn't realise this was what it was. So I only saw the baubles for this one. I didn't realise it was actually a tree, which is really nice. And then it just says Merry Christmas at the bottom. And then there's another design which is Santas, which is actually really nice. Little Santas all over it. So they were really reasonable. So I got those. I just remembered I've got something over by my computer, so I have to pick that up in a minute. Another Christmas related thing. So I'm going to go and grab that. So I also got these, which are Christmas related. So I wanted to show you these because they're very similar to my logo ones. And I wasn't sure how they were going to turn out because I ordered them off Amazon and like, you know, they could be terrible quality. But they come in this lovely bag, which is a bit like the Shichon bags where it's like that matte effect, and it's just got like resealable at the top, so I'll definitely be keeping that. And it's the translucent paper, if I can get it out of here, but it's Christmas themed, so I'm super excited about these. So I'm just going to take one off so that you can see the pattern. So this is the first one. So these are all food safe, even though they're like just off Amazon, but if you type in food safe it'll come up with the relevant ones. So as you can see, it's translucent, but it's got these patterns on it, which I absolutely love. So if you can see that, it's got like candy canes and stuff. So that's my second favourite. This one is definitely my favourite. I was actually really pleased with these. Because I'm running out of the logo paper, I need to do an order for that anyway, but I think it's going to take a couple of weeks. So I'm thinking that I order it and then I use these for Christmas because they're just great. So which side? So this is my favourite one. So it's got like presents, reindeers. But I thought these were such a good deal, and you get so many. I think you get 75 sheets. There's loads. And they come all like folded up. I nearly dropped that all over the floor. As you can see, there's quite a lot of them, and that's just one colour. And then there's the other one. So you get loads of those. So they're really good for Christmas treat boxes, because I'm doing Christmas treat boxes. I'm doing cupcakes, brownies, and then I've got 2 cakes, like kind of set menu style. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to be using those translucent papers for my Christmas orders, which I'm really excited about. I'm sure that they probably do some variations of that, like if you wanted a slightly different design, you could probably get one. So that is the kind of decorative packaging. I see questions about allergen stickers, so I'll just show you my ones. So they have to have the 14, if I remember correctly, allergens on. So these are what mine look like. I don't know if you can... So I'm hoping that you can see that in enough detail to kind of make it out. My light is a little bit bright for it, but it says allergen alert, this item contains the following allergens, and then it lists all of them. So it's egg, fish, lupin, milk, etc. It says removable at the bottom because it is a sticker, and then there is a little section here where you can say other, and then you can write it in. So if it doesn't contain literal forms of nuts, then I always write in other and say may contain nuts in that gap, because it may contain traces but it doesn't actually contain the physical ingredient. So yeah, those are the ones I use. So anything with those allergens covered on it. And these are 50 by 50, which 50 by 50 millimeters, and you get 500 in here, and it's just a roll. So I've got loads on here. I feel like I've used loads of them, but I've still got loads left. So those are the allergen stickers that I use. And then I thought I'd show you this now that it's arrived. However, I'm a little bit upset because basically I was rushing for work because I had work this evening, which is why this will be going up late. And I was eating a pot noodle and I spilt my pot noodle over my order book. So you probably won't be able to see, but here, see how it's like wiggly at the sides? That's where I've spilt it on it, so it's really annoying. And it's also made it go all like yellow, which, considering I paid £10 and I'm only on the 3rd page out of that many, it's gutting. Yeah, there was so many nice pages left in there, but now most of them are ruined, so that's lovely. But yes, this is my order book. So I think if I tilt that back a little bit, hopefully you can. So I'm hoping you can see this. I've tried to move the light a little bit, but it's got order number, day, and then it's got all the details of the order. Then a message, there's more details, delivery, date, and then the amount. So I absolutely love this. It's really, really helpful, but I've just ruined it now. So yeah, it's annoying that I've like got pot noodle all over it, but that's from a woman on Etsy, so I'll put the link for that down below as well because she's really good. So that is all of my packaging, I think. All of my boxes will be down below, so that should cover anything that I've missed in terms of packaging that you may have seen on my Instagram. Just comment down below and I'll give you the link. Like, I literally hand out the links to anyone, I don't mind. Someone actually said that in a message. They were like, thank you so much for sending me the link to this, and I was like, well, I mean, you're gonna find it at some point, it just might take you a little bit longer. So that is that. And someone, again, I was gonna say, because someone asked where I get my parchment paper from, so I've spoken about that. So the logo one is Etsy, but there's loads of people on Etsy that do it. She does it cheaper, and I think she does like bundle deals. So my deal I got for my birthday, so my sister-in-law actually got the deal, which was 35 stickers and 35 tracing paper, like parchment papers. And she got a bit of a deal. So if you message the lady and you're buying like multiple items, then you might be able to get the same deal. And then the other ones were from Amazon, the Christmas ones, but I think you can get Halloween ones on Etsy, which I didn't see until like after Halloween. But yes, so that is all of the questions. So I think that is everything. So as usual, I'll be putting photos of my recent orders. So I was thinking that I will, if I didn't last time, because I don't think it would have been Halloween last time, but it might have been. So if I put Halloween ones at the end of the last one, then this week's is going to be Christmas, because I did all my Christmas promos this week. So I'm gonna post all the photos of my Christmas bakes, and then you can see what they look like. I'm going to be doing a Christmas loaded slab, which I'm promoing next week because I've had way too much to eat because I've done all these Christmas promos. So I'm going to do that next week, and then I can put all the like different chocolates on it, which is going to be exciting because it's going to look amazing, and that will be going on my Etsy. Then I did sugar cookies covered in fondant, so that already is on my Etsy for postals. And then I've got Christmas tree brownies again on Etsy, and then there's cupcakes and a reindeer cake, but the cupcakes and the reindeer cake obviously aren't on Etsy because you can't post those. If my phone, if it will pick up, that's the reindeer cake that I made. So yeah, I think I'm going to do a white chocolate version where it's got like white icing instead. So if you follow me on Instagram, then look out for that because there'll be another one coming up. You might actually be interested in this, but that was actually a dummy cake. So it's polystyrene and there's 2 layers, so I got 2 dummy cakes, and I get mine from Amazon because they're much cheaper than Hobbycraft. So I'll put the link for that as well below, because then you just cover it in cling film. You don't have to, but I like to use mine again. I don't want to use it once and then throw it away. So you cover it in cling film and then you just cover it in icing. That's literally it. So you ice it as if you're icing a normal cake. You probably want to do a slightly thicker version and don't be too like harsh with your scraping, because you don't want to rip the cling film and then have like bits of cling film poking out. But yeah, they are really, really good. I used to literally bake cakes and then cover it like when I first started, whereas if I'd known that I could just buy a dummy and just use that, I definitely would have. So yeah, it's definitely a tip for things like Christmas when you don't want to be making a cake in November, because what people usually do is they maybe make a promo and then they sell it, but you can't really sell a Christmas cake in November, so that's why I use the dummy. So I used it for that one. That was the first time I've used it, so yeah, it worked really, really well. So I'm going to use it for the white version just so that people can see the 2 contrasts. So it'll basically be, that one will be vanilla cake, so if someone wants the opposite, whereas the other one was chocolate. So yes, that is all the updates, I think. Oh, look at I knew that I would find something to talk about. I always end up finding stuff. So my mum got me this for Christmas, which I'm really excited about. So it's a 2021 planner and it says go your own way, and it's got elephants. So you won't know. There's elephants all around my room, like little tiny like china ones and stuff, and I also have an elephant tattoo on my arm. But yeah, I absolutely love elephants, so I was really excited about this. So it's from The Works. They do have an online site. It's called theworks.co.uk, and I think they're closing down. So it's usually £10, but we got it for £3. So my mum was like, I'll just get it for you for Christmas. And then she ended up giving it to me early anyway. Because I like lots of little things for Christmas opposed to like big things. I prefer little tiny things because then you get lots more. But yeah, I got this one early. So this is the front of it, and then it's just got 2021 diary, and it's got whole days per page, which is what we liked. My mum actually got a similar one. So I'm just going to move the light again. So it's got whole days for each, which just means that when you've got a full day schedule, you've got hours for the whole day. So the only days that it has half days, like half pages, is the weekend. So on Saturday and Sunday you get 2 different days, and it's also got a whole year's calendar at the bottom here, which is quite nice. And it's literally just a calendar. It doesn't look like there's any like random bits in it, which I like, because I hate when calendars and like diaries have loads of random pages, because I never end up using them, and then it's like I've paid £10 for this diary which has loads of pages I don't even need. So I'm just trying to get to the back. So this is the last page in the back, so you've got a whole year view of the diary. So yes, that is my little gift. So I'm quite excited to use that. So I don't have any bookings for 21 yet. I think everyone is waiting. Some people have like announced that they've got bookings in January, but they are bigger bakers. I've got one for 2022, but that diary doesn't do 2022, so I can't write that in yet. So that's just in my little spreadsheet that I have. I'm going to do a video about my costing spreadsheet because I didn't actually go over that in one of my other videos. So I'll be going through how I cost all my bakes and how I like work it out. I just remembered as well that I was meant to answer another question, so I'm just going back onto my Instagram. I answered it in messages, that's why I forgot it, because I've already answered it, but I just haven't answered it to you guys. So I thought I'd quickly run through it because I've got it all in bullet points anyway. Someone said, did I have a business plan? Which I kind of did. So they were saying that they want a solid business plan before starting a business. So I gave them all of my tips, and then I said that I wouldn't sort of stress too much about it if you don't have a solid business plan, because a lot of it can be changed, a lot of it is trial and error. So if it's in terms of like knowing what you're going to bake, you can change that at any point, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But these are the little bullet points that I have. So what do you want to make? Have a rough idea, you know, if you want to make cakes, then know that. If you want to make, I don't know, pizza, then also know that. So I think you just need to narrow it down a little bit. I wanted to do cakes and treat boxes because I like treat boxes. So in turn, that means that I have to do everything that goes into a treat box. So some people say like, oh, why do you do so many things? And I'm like, well, I do cakes, cupcakes, brownies, and cake pops. Well, the three little ones all go into a treat box, so I need to know how to do those anyway. So I wanted to know how to do them for that reason, but then I also get treat boxes and just solo brownie orders. So it kind of works both ways. I get orders from both, which I don't mind, but I sort of didn't start thinking I want to make 1,000 brownies a week. I just thought I like the look of treat boxes. I want to learn how to do cake pops because I thought that they were so cute. But yeah, just try and narrow it down a little bit, because I feel like even though I would love to do everything, and like if someone says, oh, do you do this? I'm like, yes, I will, because I can't say no. I think it is good to narrow it down just because it makes it easier for yourself. The next one is how much can you take on? So this is more in terms of if you have another job. So if you're working part-time as well as doing this, then obviously you need to work out how many orders you can do a week whilst still having a social life, whilst still working. And like if you have kids, then obviously make sure you've got time for them. If you have a partner, make sure you've got time for them. Luckily, I don't have either of those, so that's why I just take on every order that I can, because I'm trying to save. So I'm just like, I'll do everything. But yeah, you need to know how much you can take on, because you don't want to overdo it and just work yourself into the ground. That also depends how old you are, I think. Like, not in a rude way, but I feel like when you're a bit younger, I mean, I do it. I would happily work myself into the ground if I made enough money, because as long as I get my savings down, then I'm kind of like, well, I'll just take on all these jobs. I've got a part-time job as well, so I do that. But it just depends. If you're not into working all hours, then don't take it on. The next one is working out how much you need to pay the bills. So work out how much your bills are per month, and then add a bit of spending money, and then you're away. That's literally all you need to know. So it just means, like, say for instance, my bills is like 400, including like my car. So as long as I make that from my job, which is cakes, and I have a part-time job as well, then all the rest just goes into savings. So yeah, just work out how much you need to earn. Obviously if you have a mortgage, you need to take that into account. The cost of your bakes and the profit, because you need to be getting an hourly rate. I charge between £10 and £12 an hour depending on what I'm doing. If it's something simple like brownies or cupcakes, it's low. It's still a profit, but it's lower. Whereas if it's a cake, depending on what kind of cake it is, again, like if it's something that's a bit more skilled, then it can range. Some people go up to £20 an hour. It depends how long you've been doing it for. If you've been doing it for 10 years, and you know, people are charging £20 an hour because they can, and because they're worth that. So yeah, it just depends. Where are you selling is another one, so you need to decide whether you're online only, whether you're in person. I decided that I was going to do kind of all of it. I do a bit of Etsy, and then I also sell in person. Some people just do like Etsy, they don't do any collection orders. It just depends on what you want to do. And then I just said, oh, someone just sent me a question. Then I said, get some practice in and make sure it's what you want to do. I feel like that is part of the business plan, is making sure that you actually want to do it, because sometimes when something goes from being a hobby to a job, it can be less fun. So it depends. What else have we got on here? And then I've just got register and start. And if you want to know how to register and start, I'll put it up here because I did a whole video on it. What has someone sent me? So someone sent me another one. I'm sorry if this is really long because I've got quite a few. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a video on that. Someone asked if they can see my storage. So yeah, someone wanted to see my storage, so I've said that I'll do that for Tuesday's video. So if you want to see my storage and my kitchen space, I'll do a little kitchen tour, which has been on my list. Oh, okay, and where did I get the apron from? I've just got loads of questions. So I'll insert a photo of my 2 aprons, one my mum made, and the other one is from Etsy, I think. It has got the tag in it, so I'll put it down below and I'll try and put it on the screen as well. But yeah, it's got the tag in it, so I think I should be able to find the seller on Etsy, but that was a birthday gift. So yeah, that is the end of this video. Now I've finished rambling and replying to random questions. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, then please let me know down below and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more baking stuff, then let me know if you have any ideas. I have got a list. Tuesdays will be the kitchen tour, now someone's asked me for it. I recently did a KitchenAid video, which was highly requested, which is a review of my KitchenAid, so that was a really long one. But yes, if there's anything in particular you want me to go through, let me know. And if there's any questions you want me to answer, whether it's in a coffee break or just in the comments, then please let me know. I get tons of messages from bakers on Instagram, so feel free to message me whenever, if it's just for a chat or if you have any questions, because I am always answering. Everyone always says that no one answers, but I do. So yeah, if you ever need to ask any questions, then just message me. So yes, I will see you in the next one, and I hope this was helpful. Bye!